back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're doing something I am super excited to do. I've been waiting to do this for like probably a month and a half. I ordered this a while ago and I have just been sitting on it, and today's the day. I can't wait anymore. I want to do it so bad. You guys remember about 2 or 3 months ago we did the cluster swap in the Civic. This one's kind of dirty. So much cleaner. I don't know why we never did this. Reason being is that I didn't have a tachometer before. I had just like one of those little $40 Princess Auto like tachs on the side of my shifting steering column, and it kind of, you know what, it was a little bit much. But unfortunately the cluster that I pulled was from an automatic. That is how this whole thing started. And I found something by a company called Aesthetic. I highly recommend you guys check out their Instagram. They are super cool company. They do a lot of really unique stuff. They make like gauge faces. They make like custom, like whatever's in your lights. You could literally send them your lights. They'll make the LEDs do like whatever you want them to do. It's super cool. So I found these guys on Instagram and I found something that I could not believe was actually real. And there was no second guessing. I had to buy it. So I feel like anybody that is in my generation of like car enthusiasts, you guys grew up playing Need for Speed Underground 2. I know people that don't care a thing about cars and they grew up playing Need for Speed Underground 2. That was the game. I'm not one to play video games. I'm not huge into video games. And like Need for Speed Underground 2, just ripping my 350, like it had the underglow, but it was super dope. You could customize those gauge faces to be like random different things. There was like a cat, some kind of bird. There was a couple options, but I remember that was like one of the customized options. So today we're gonna take the Civic, we're gonna take the cluster, and we're gonna turn it into mine and probably a lot of your guys' childhood. Dude, I literally can't believe this is a real thing. So I got 2 of these because I don't, for someone that builds cars for a living, sometimes direction is a little bit hard for me. So I wasn't sure. I got the Spoon Sports because I think one day it would be really cool to do like a spoon build. This car unfortunately will not qualify for the spoon build. The stuff I have coming for it is very unspoon. Too crazy for that. There's always an option of doing a spoon build in the future or with another build. So I got these ones that are Spoon Sports. They're kind of cool. I thought I'd show you guys that just to show you like different options they make, but these are unfortunately not what we're focusing on today. Today we're focusing on this, boys. Oh my God. The only downfall, I'm in Canada and they have them everything in miles per hour. And you know what? I think that's my fault. I never told them. I never asked for it to be in kilometers, and they can make a bunch of custom stuff. Like all this stuff is custom made, so I'm assuming they could do it in kilometers an hour for you guys as well. I didn't even think about it. It didn't even cross my mind. So today we're installing these bad boys, and I also got some LED lights for behind the gauges. I got these off eBay. I'll leave a link to these because they're actually very hard to find. So first things first, I gotta rip out the current gauge cluster thing that's in there. In the next couple months, it's gonna have to come out again, but I don't even care. I can't wait any longer to get it out. I'm super stoked, as you guys can probably tell, so. There's a screw right here. I totally forgot that screw was there. I've been reaming on this, trying to get it out, and it was just like flexing in this one little spot. Always Google the instructions before you start so that you don't break shit while you're trying to do it. And that is why I hate that I love Hondas. That literally took me like 45 seconds. I hate to say it, but I love the simplicity. Dude, this is gonna be so hot. The only thing I'm unsure of is these. There's no like, can't find a solid instruction manual on how to take off the needles and all that stuff. And I really don't want to break some shit today. So thankfully I kept the old cluster. I don't know why I did this, and I don't really know what I was planning on doing with it. But what I'm gonna do is just take this one apart and try and pop off all these needles first. Because if I can get these needles off without them breaking, then I can do the same thing on this one and keep my good one good. From what I've seen from videos that Aesthetic has put out on their YouTube channel, like how to do it, it seems like most of the cars you can just kind of like put something in behind here and it just comes right off. I think I keep the world's tiniest screwdriver for just such occasions. Whoa! Where did that go? That thing took off like a rocket ship. I think I found it. I cannot believe that didn't break. Okay, now I just gotta hope I can do that 4 more times without completely destroying something in the process. There, then this is perfect. For you guys that like didn't understand why I did this in the first place, this does not belong in a manual car. This does. It's a simple thing, but like especially when I bring it to shows and stuff, this throws a lot of people off. Literally, even if I just swapped this one thing on there, I'd be 100% happier with it. Okay, Google says this one, this one, this one, which looks like it kind of caught fire at one point in its life. This one, this one, this one. You get cheap lights, order way more than enough, because they might blow. Okay boys, moment of truth. Oh! Oh baby, that's so bright! Dude, I actually didn't expect it to be that bright. Damn, well I guess it's because all this is missing, but like damn dude. Oh, I'm so excited. No, what the? I don't know what I did. I do know what I did, but I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. Gas gauge is right where I left it. I didn't get any gas. The thermostat's a little bit too hot for the fact that this car has not run in a couple days. And when the car is not on, we're sitting at about 1800 RPM and we're doing about 30 miles an hour. God damn it. I didn't even think about trying to control those needles and where they came from. I just assumed because of all the stuff that's happening behind them, there's like a couple, looks like magnets and stuff back there. I just figured they would, the magnet behind them pushing the needle. I don't know what I thought. I'm an idiot. I think what I'm gonna do is pop off the plastic here, pop off the lens. And then when I turn this on and these go up to where they go, they should be at 0 at that point. I'm gonna take them off and readjust them and put them at 0. Then I can use the Hondata as reference because the Hondata is like an accurate reading. The Hondata has its own reading. So I can plug into there and then see, and if the Hondata says 2,000 and this thing says like 3,000, then I'll still have to come back in and try and fix it. But we got so close. Okay, so aside from the fact that I completely butchered this one, now when you turn it on, they don't move at all. I think they should be accurate. Worst case, they're not, and I have to come back in and dial them in, but right now I don't feel like it. Also, your favorite Filipino kid just showed up. Anyways, now I can throw the lens back on this, and holy shit, boys, look at how cool this thing looks. I'm pretty excited. It looks, what do you think? You like this?
No.
Shut up.
I love it.
I love it, he says. We gotta do the nighttime test. Oh, it's kind of hard to see in here. Oh yeah, that's actually really good.
What's that thing blinking on the bottom?
That's my engine light. It says, hello, I'm broken. I feel like there's only one way to really test these Need for Speed gauges. Well, we gotta rip it. This thing does not have a lot of gas in it. It was overheating the other day when I was coming home from getting a haircut, and I didn't stop to get gas because I was scared and I just wanted to get home.
You're such a cat.
So there's no gas. So like when I start this thing, you get in and we go. First try, baby, it never does that. It's the seatbelt.
Oh, what the hell is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is with kids?
Oh, he's back! And opening this shit, man. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, your chocolate bar's in there. I have to cut it a little bit better. Okay, you just watched the ignition, or the coolant temp, but I got a frickin' tune that goes with these gauges. Are you ready? This is like the theme song of these gauges. Ow! How am I supposed to?
We from the Bronx, New York.
The whole time I've been doing this, Emerson's been shifting for me. I got downshift in a second. I literally grabbed the camera and Emerson just started shifting for me, that way I could film it. Oh yeah, we didn't tell you, Emerson got a new car.
Got a Passat. 2-liter turbo.
He's gonna get a plate that says, my car's in Calgary. I do like how that says broke too. And it's red, so it's not so aggressive on my eyes. So aside from the fact that like this gauge is off by about 500 RPMs and then this is off by about 5 miles an hour, that's like, they look hot. I told you guys I have something coming that I'm gonna be doing in the next couple weeks where I'm gonna have to take this dash back apart again. So I'm not super worried about the fact that I'm gonna have to readjust those, because I'll just wait, and in like 2 weeks, when we take the dash back out, I'll readjust all those gauges and it'll be fine. But dude, they look so good. Aside from the fact that I broke the thermostat gauge, and aside from the fact that they need to be just tweaked, there is ways to do it. Like I said, check out their YouTube and they'll explain it to you better than I can. And just don't do it the way I did it, because you might end up with the gauges a little bit off. But aside from all the issues, aside from like the couple minor issues, they are super cool. I'm super stoked on the fact that we have these. They're not ricey, which is my favorite part. They just look dope, and they bring me back to like my childhood and playing PS2. It was on PS2, right? PS2. Need for Speed Underground 2 on PS2. So a huge shout out to Illum Aesthetics for making such great products. Like I said, make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. And thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys have not already subscribed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay committed.